Ah, yes. Well, now, Baldur's Gate. This game has fascinated me for years. I've always wanted to get into it, but I don't know enough about Dungeons and Dragons to. I never felt I was confident enough to get into it. I've played quite a bit, but I was never good. So I never was confident. I have played some other more modern CRPGs, but this one, of course, being the classic, I wanted to get into it, so I've been reaching out to a close friend of mine I met during streaming named Vixis. Well, not his real name, but his Twitch name is such, and I will link it in the details. But basically, he kind of gave me some high-level tips on how to start this out, so hopefully I do him proud here. What we're going to start off doing is by first creating a character. So, gender. Press the gender button a bit to begin creating your character, or press back to return to the previous page. Creating a character, nope. Let's start with this is an aesthetic choice and will not affect your abilities in any fashion. It can, however, affect whether or not an NPC becomes romantically interested in your character. I'm gonna go for a male, because I'm a dude. Alright, first, I'm gonna be in a half orc. So I don't even know what that sort of character would look like. But maybe that guy. This guy's fresh. I like his face, I like what he's doing here. He's got some rage in his eyes. Class. Oh yeah, okay. Half orc. Half orcs are born from the union of human orc parents. They're as tall as humans, but a little heavier due to their muscular builds. Their greenest pigmentation, sloping forehead, jutting jaw, prominent teeth, and coarse body hair make their lineage plain for all to see. The Sword Coast half-orcs are tolerated, as unlike in the north, the local people haven't had centuries of warfare with orc kind. Half-orcs are known for their great strength. I like that. Half-orcs have the following traits. Infravision, I don't know what that means. +1 strength, +1 constitution, -2 intelligence. Alright. Class. I want to do fighter. No dual classing because I'm not good enough for it. Fighter is a champion swordsman, soldier, and brawler who lives or dies by his knowledge of weapons and tactics. Fighters can be found at the front of any battle, contesting toe-to-toe with monsters and villains. A good fighter needs to be strong and healthy if he hopes to survive. So that kind of implies that we're going to need some support. Class features. May wear helmets, may wear any armor and use any weapon, may achieve grand mastery with any weapon class, may achieve specialization in any fighting style and allocate 3 slots in 2 weapon style. Hit die D10. Prime requisites for dual classing strength. Alright, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna be that. Yeah, these are of course the suggestions that me and my spirit master helped me out to figure out. So that and Berserker. So this has been established. Kind of gave me some good parameters. This is a warrior who is in tune with his animalistic side and during combat can achieve an ecstatic state of mind that will enable him to fight longer, harder, and more savagely than any person has a right to. Berserkers tend to be barbarian-like in nature, but not always. Sometimes it is a conscious choice that a warrior in training makes. Regardless, opponents on the battlefield will be unsettled when they see the savage and inhumane elements of the Berserker's personality. This class is common amongst dwarves, known to them as Battle Rager. Advantages: may use Rage ability once per day, gains 1 use at level 1 and additional use every 4 levels thereafter. Raged. Enraged state lasts for 1 turn. While enraged, the Berserker gains a bonus of +2 to his attack and damage rolls as well as to his armor class. And becomes immune to charm, confusion, fear, feeble mind, hold, imprisonment, level drain, maze, stun, and sleep. The Berserker also gains 15 temporary hit points which are taken away at the end of his Berserk spree, possibly knocking him unconscious. Disadvantages: becomes wounded after berserking, -2 penalty to armor class, to hit rolls and damage rolls. May not specialize in ranged weapons. Alignment restricted to any non-lawful. Yeah, cool. Alright, ability or alignment. So this is where it's gonna get interesting. Chaotic, okay, neutral good. These characters believe that a balance of force is important, but that the concerns of laws and chaos do not moderate the need for good. Since the universe is vast and contains many creatures strive for different goals, a determined pursuit of good will not upset the balance. It may even maintain it. If fostering good means supporting organized society, then that is what must be done. If good can only come about through the overthrow of existing social orders, so be it. Social structure itself has no innate value to them. A baron who violates the orders of his king to destroy something he sees as an evil is an example of a neutral good character. Chaotic good. Chaotic good characters are strong individuals marked by a streak of kindness and benevolence. They believe in all the virtues of goodness and right, but they have little use for laws and regulations. They have no use for people who try to push folk around and tell them what to do. Their actions are guided by their own moral compass, which, although good, may not always be in perfect agreement with the rest of society. A brave frontiersman, forever moving on as a settler following his wake, is an example of chaotic good character. None of this sounds good. Chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral character believes that there is no order in it to anything, including their own actions. With this as a guiding principle, they tend to follow whatever whim strikes them at the moment. Good and evil are irrelevant when making a decision. Chaotic neutrals are extremely difficult to deal with. Such characters have been known to cheerfully and for no apparent purpose, gamble away everything they have on the roll of a single die. They're almost totally unreliable. In fact, the only reliable thing about them is that they cannot be relied upon. This alignment is perhaps the most difficult to play. Lunatics and madmen tend towards chaotic neutral behavior. Neutralers are primarily concerned with themselves and their own advancement. They have no particular objection to working with others or, for that matter, going it on their own. Their only interest is getting ahead. If there's a quick and easy way to gain profit, whether it be legal, questionable, or obviously illegal, they take advantage of it. Although neutral evil characters do not have every man for himself attitude of chaotic characters, they have no qualms about betraying their friends and companions for personal gain. They typically base their allegiance on power and money, which makes them quite receptive to bribes. An unscrupulous mercenary, a common thief, a double-crossing informer who betrays people to the authorities to protect and advance themselves are typical examples of neutral evil characters. Chaotic good. Chaotic good seems to be the way I'm going to pull here. Abilities. So I guess you can re-roll, and what we want to aim for is 18 strength, 18 dex, 18 con. So I can't modify these things to drop. Oh wait, yeah, okay. So I can drop these. Intelligence measures a character's memory using learning ability. Not a mage, so can I just do this? 75, B2, A4. So I don't need all this wisdom. I'm not a priest, and I don't need all the intelligence. Can I get this? Can I do this? And that, 1819. And pretty charismatic for no real good reason. Charisma measures a character's persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. This ability is important to Druid, Bard, and Paladin. Wow. Again, not really me, but I've hit the magic 3 that I was aiming for, so we're done with that. Skills. We want to do X. Okay, and I could also, what do I have? X. And we'll do X and shield. Anyone can pick up a shield against base protection bonus, but spending slots in the fighting style, an adventurer can maximize the benefits received. Gets -2 bonus to AC against missile weapons. So at the name of their style, any one-handed melee weapon in combination with the shield will receive aforementioned bonuses. That's what I was wondering. Yes, let's do this. And is there anything else worth getting? Short sword. Long sword. Yeah, I want to do axe. A nice one-hand axe. And I'll do sword and shield proficiencies. 2 and 2. I may be making a terrible mistake right now. Look at this dude. Let's make that hair kind of, well, let's see, like sort of reddish. Maybe brown. Or he'll be an older orc. An older half orc. Yeah. There we go. Let's do this. Skin tone. Not very green, but kind of green, right? Too green. You have to bear in mind also that I'm using a trackpad, so you know it's gonna get hairy sometimes. But like I said, I'm really excited about playing this. Also, this just kind of looks like a white guy. It's like, hey, kind of made a regular white guy. A brown orc? No. I don't want to forget that this dude is... Yeah, that's like Incredible Hulk green. Maybe that's it. Your clothing. Base color. Let's go with that dark purple. That's my favorite color, so... Well, second favorite color to black. And I don't think we can do black like I would really want to. All purple and white. This looks... I guess I could just do red and white and just make them Santa Claus colors. I don't know how long this is even going to matter because, you know, once we get armor, it might all just go anyway. Done. Alright, so let's see here. Well, you're already a male.
Death to you all! As it should be.
Don't like that.
Your life and I alone belong here.
Way too. Let's get wilder.
Get over here. Right then. That's about enough for one day.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Nope.
You got this coming!
That dude's very charged up. He sounds like a character off G.I. Joe.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
No, it's gotta be this guy,
Get
doesn't
over
it?
here. Right then. I'm in charge.
Right then, I'm in charge.
That's about enough for one day.
Done. And what is your name, sir? Why? This whole time my keyboard's been upside down. Can I do my... Cunningham? Can I do... The roleplay better. Cunningham. Alright. Let's see if this character biography works. Drawn to the... Actually, this will be our character's biography. Whatever this is, we're going to make it who we are. We're going to believe it, and this can be who the character is. Drawn to the clamor of the forge at an early age, you have become quite skilled working for the monks of the keep, and have kept them supplied with whatever tools are occasionally required. Inspired by your foster fathers' tales of ironclad heroes, however, you know you would much rather swing a blade than a smithy's hammer. One of the Watchers has been kind enough to take you under his wing and has trained you in the basics of the deadly arts. You yearn to leave the safe walls of your library home and venture forth along the tradeway, a trusty weapon at your side. You know little of how you came to be the ward of Gorians, but over the years you have gleaned something of your mother's tale from its vague allusions And from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep, she was an orcish caravan guard, part of a larger mercenary company that operated out of Waterdeep. Through the course of his adventuring career, Gorian grew to become her close friend. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you have come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such parting that led Gorian to cloister himself within the narrow halls of Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father, you have learned nothing. Interesting. So we have a adoptive father, basically, that's taking care of us at this point. All right. Export. Let's call it cutting. Well, I think that's going to be the whole first video. Well, everything went well. Thank you for joining me while I created this character. Goodbye.